Hello, this is Richie from PlayStationCountry.com, and today we're taking a look at Dino Dini's Kick-Off Revival, which is out now for PlayStation 4 and PS Vita and is available as a retail release and also on PSN. So I'm going to put my cards on the table and tell you two things. Firstly, when it comes to the old 16-bit football games, I was definitely a sensible World of Soccer kid rather than a Kick-Off 2 player, and you know that doesn't affect how I approach this game or indeed this review, but I'm putting it out there. And secondly, this review is going to be a bit different to my usual ones because there's not really going to be a structure, because I'm really going to be talking you through some of the things that are happening on the screen. So this is a pretty uncompromising game. It has a one-button control system, it's got very basic presentation, and that is definitely what Dino Dini's vision has been all along. You know, he is being a bit of a purist about this, and that's absolutely fine as long as those things are done well, and unfortunately in Kick-Off Revival they're not. So here I am winning a game against the AI, which is fine, but your slide tackling, which is far too easy to do, is like launching yourself like an X-Set missile. So here I've conceded yet another penalty, but that penalty, even though it went in, didn't count, and that's because the final whistle went as the ball was travelling, which is one of many terrible design choices that Dino's made. Now here I'm playing online against a chap called Mora83. Don't know why I'm Italy, I don't remember picking Italy, I always pick England or Ukraine, but anyway. This is him taking a corner. Every single person that I've seen take a corner online has done that, because the set pieces are terrible and the controls are really hard to figure out, which is odd for a one-button control system. So here's another odd choice. At half time you get a 30-second mandatory wait telling you please not to quit. Now you can't do anything in this time because you can't make any substitutions or change your formation, because you generally can't do that, because there generally are no options in the game. In fact, not even generally, there are no options in the game. You can't change anything to the controls, the camera, the music. Oh, here's a set piece about to be taken and me absolutely botching it, and that's because these are terrible. If I'd got that even slightly on target, the goalkeeper would have just folded, because the goalkeepers are terrible in this game. But yes, back to options. Like I say, there are none. In game you really can't do anything. Now apparently you can change the formation, which I didn't realise when I wrote the review for this game on PlayStationCountry.com. But since the game's come out, Dino Dini has released a bunch of flowcharts explaining the controls, because the game doesn't explain anything, nothing at all. So he's had to go out of his way to produce information which should just be in the game. I mean, that seems pretty basic. Here's another weird glitch. Your players usually leave the pitch at the end of the game, but for some reason some of mine didn't, and I could still control one of them. So you can see him warping around, the guy running to the bottom of the screen. Just another weird bug. And here, look at this stadium. There's only one stadium, of course, and it looks terrible, and it's got these weird blocky flags around it. I mean, the game looks practically pre-alpha in its presentation, and as bad as it looks, it plays just as bad, and the sound is terrible also. There's absolutely no atmosphere in this game. Now, apart from single player, multiplayer and online multiplayer, your other option is this kind of practice mode, which is an attempt for you to sort of learn the controls, but it's a bit confused and it's very hard to pull anything off, so that's a bit crap. And I'm out of time. There's plenty more wrong with the game, but just look at it, man. Just look at it.